It's that super flow, no, she on the flow. Yeah.
What up, peeps? It's your boy, the Penguin, and I'm standing next to my boy, the Watt.
What up, guys? We're here with the first edition of Hitting the Mat with Penguin of the Watt in Hazleton, PA at PPW. We've teamed up with them to bring you an exclusive meet and greet and interview with Nunzio from ECW and WWE fame as well. Actually, he's right over here. Nunzio, can we grab a quick word with you?
I'm a little busy, but I think I can maybe fit you guys in.
You fit us in? Slide us in.
Okay.
I appreciate it. And thanks for
How's it
being
going?
here. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Let's keep one of these.
Oh.
Yeah, hey, oh.
So I was wondering, man, what was it like before wrestling for you?
Before wrestling, well, I've been wrestling since I was 19 years old. So, I mean, pretty much my whole life was wrestling. So, and then
I saw you played a little football, though, right?
undefeated, untied, unscored.
Yep.
But that was in high school. But I was a huge wrestling fan when I was a kid. My father used to bring me down to Madison Square Garden back in the day. And whoever knew, my father brought me to Madison Square Garden for WrestleMania 1.
Oh, wow.
And whoever knew, I would wrestle in Madison Square Garden for WrestleMania 20. 20 years later,
Oh, that's amazing.
performing
That's
in Madison
amazing.
Square Garden. So it was a great time. So
Who were some of your influences back then?
one of my favorite wrestlers was, God bless him, was Roddy Piper.
Wow.
I was a big Piper fan.
Hot Rod.
Hot Rod. Yeah, gotta love the Hot Rod.
Hot Rod.
I love the Hot Rod. So, but you know, I like a lot of him. Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, and I was more of a heel guy.
Oh, yeah.
More of a heel guy.
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
I always liked the heels.
Like right now, I'm a big, and always have been a big Paulie Heyman guy. So.
yeah, we're definitely Heyman guys.
Of course, I'm a Paul Heyman guy because he got me a job in ECW and WWE. So how can I not be a Paul Heyman guy?
Speaking of that, how did you land your job at ECW, and how did the character of Nunzio, Little Guido, form?
Well, I landed my job. I knew Taz, Tommy Dreamer, and all those guys from working for the Savoldis, Mario Savoldi, back in the day. And when ECW was coming about, and Eddie Gilbert was there, and Paulie, I was wrestling in Japan at the time. And when my contract finished there, I came back to the States, and I knew Dreamer and Taz and them guys, and they told me to come down to Philadelphia. They're doing this ECW thing, and I went down there, and they introduced me to Paulie, and so that's how that happened. So basically through them guys, and then obviously after ECW closed down, Paulie went to be the writer for WWE, and Paulie knew me then, and basically Paulie got me my job in WWE.
That's awesome. So how did you come up with your character? Who was that based off of?
Well, I didn't come up with that character. In ECW, Paulie, I started wrestling in ECW. When I first met Paulie, I started wrestling as Damian Stone.
Okay.
And Paulie would always say each week, he's like, you remind me of a Joe Pesci type of guy. You know, Joe Pesci, a small guy, but a fire plug, blah, blah, blah. And then one day I came into the locker room, and he's doing the same spiel. He's like, I'm going to call you Little Guido. He goes, I have an idea with Little Guido. So, I mean, Paulie came up with the Little Guido character. But he based it off of like a Joe Pesci, a small guy but with a big attitude, and like a little guy but thought I could beat the world up, and that's what he wanted me to portray, and that's what we did.
With that attitude, one of my favorite things that I've watched again and again is your match with Undertaker. So
That was in WWE.
right, yeah. So your character has the biggest head, and then you meet the Undertaker and you dart right out of the ring. I love that character.
Yeah, well, that's just the typical chicken shit heel where you have a big mouth, and then when push comes to shove and it's time to produce, you back out.
Exactly.
That's okay.
I mean, you've had your own stuff. I mean, you two-time cruiserweight, right?
Two-time Cruiserweight champion, two-time ECW Tag Team champion,
Yeah.
so
What do you
my
think?
time.
What do you think of the cruiserweight division now?
I think it's cool. I think it's different. You know, they got the 2005 Live going on, and it gives a platform for the cruiserweights on their own level, on their own show type of thing.
Yeah.
When I was there, we didn't have our own platform. You know, they were trying to fit us in the 2-hour show, and unfortunately at that time the cruiserweights didn't get much. You know,
It go full frame.
well, they didn't have time, and when push came to shove on the shows and time got cut, the cruiserweights would get cut.
Yeah.
You know, so it kind of sucked. But
A lot of the
when
time that they do probably now.
now they
have their own show.
Yeah, they have their own show basically.
Well, speaking
Basically
of-
like the old ECW. ECW was on at 10 o'clock at night, so they basically took that slot. So, but good for them. They deserve it.
Speaking of the new cruiserweight, the 205 Live, Tajiri just recently was appearing on there. Would you have any interest in getting caught up and performing on there?
Oh, that's
Did you mentor?
Yeah.
But you look like you could still go, man. You know.
I definitely can still go. I mean, I got my own thing going on in the real world now. I'm basically out of the system, except for independent shows and stuff. But, I mean, appearances, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Appearances here or there. But I actually got very lucky in the real world and have a great thing going on. But would I mind coming back and doing stuff and helping getting other guys over? Absolutely not. Part-time. But I don't know. Full-time, I don't see that in my forecast. What I got going on right now, I'm happy and I'm good.
Okay. And speaking about your character and the Joe Pesci thing, we're big movie guys. That's kind of the premise of all of our shows. Best mafia movie? Or
I would say Goodfellas.
Goodfellas, easy.
Godfather.
As far back as I can remember.
I love The Sopranos, and I can't wait for the John Gotti movie came out because I'm from Howard Beach. Grew up in Howard Beach. When I was a kid, we used to always go to the Cross Bay Boulevard, the Bow Wow, just to see like John Gotti and all those guys. I mean, obviously I'm not into mafia, I never was, but I was intrigued as a kid because I lived in Howard Beach and these guys grew up there.
Right. What was that like?
It was great, and we used to go down and check them out, and just to see them come out of these places and like, oh, there he is, right there. So it was cool.
That's awesome. So, I mean, what's it like going around and meeting the fans on the independent circuit? I mean, what's the reception for you like?
ECW is amazing. Like, people just seem not to forget. It was like
ECW never forget.
Never
forget.
These fans, and they make me feel old because they're like, oh, I was growing up watching you, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm only fucking 46. And they're
I used to go down that hall. I know.
Yeah.
I know about that.
So that was cool, and you know what? You got to appreciate it because if they didn't remember you, that means you didn't do anything in the business. For them to know who I am means I did stuff in the business, and my career in ECW and WWE, I'm very proud of, and I come down, do these PPW shows and a lot of other shows on independents, and I enjoy myself and have a good time. And I like seeing the fans. I do. The only thing I don't like is when people that don't know who you are want to like talk to you, and then they want you to tell you who you are. I don't want to tell you who I am. If you don't know who I am, leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to tell you who I am.
Exactly. I agree with that.
FBI for life.
I know, one of the things that we're talking about is how kind of kayfabe is kind of dead right now. But one of the things in kayfabe is a shoot. I was wondering, are there any like memorable shoots that you've witnessed, or maybe that you can talk about, or ECW? Or...
Shoots? I saw New Jack beat up a bunch of people.
That guy has like no knuckles anymore.
But I don't know. Top of my head, you're calling out. I got to think, but not really. There was a lot of fights, a lot of shit that happened in the dressing room. But there's nothing right now I can just talk about.
You did some the behind-the-scenes thing in ECW as well, kind of like
I used to sell
Bubba.
merchandise. Bubba ran the school. Bubba, Taz all ran the school with Mikey Whipwreck. Me, Tommy Dreamer, and Devon Dudley used to sell the merchandise.
Okay.
So I used to drive the merchandise truck to get to all the shows and stuff for the far ones and stuff. So we did have a behind-the-scenes job and a wrestling job and an on-TV job. And so I worked in the White Plains office at the time, and we used to ship out all the merchandise, all the orders that used to come in. We used to like package up and send out, which fans never knew at the time.
Well, I mean, we all appreciate the hard work all of you guys put in to make ECW what it was. I mean, it pretty much made wrestling at the time.
Yeah. But we never know. We never knew what it would have become now. And to this day, ECW is still being chanted. ECW is still being known. Legendaries.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here with us, man. We appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Guys, as always, with Wicked Turtle Productions and Penguin of the Watt, like, share, and follow for all things Wicked. Hey. Hey, thanks guys for tuning in for our first episode of Hitting on the Mat with Penguin and the Watt. With our first guest, Nunzio. Couldn't have had a better kickoff to the series here on the Wicked Turtle Network. Now, Stay tuned on the Wicked Turtle Network in the coming months for more Hitting the Mat, where we're going to have some awesome talent via PPW in Hazleton, Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling. January 27th, we're going to have none other than Jack Swagger. You're going to get to see him face Mike Orlando at PPW in Hazleton. February 17th at PPW Undisputed, we will have James Ellsworth and the vivacious, oh my gosh, Emma Tennille Dashwood, Emma from WWE. Then, in March, we will have...
Getting my favorite.
My boy over here, he will come to you and he will say, nevermore, when we have Raven in March, exclusively on the WTN Wicked Turtle Network at PPW in Hazleton. Don't miss out. You can grab your tickets now at www.ppwwrestling.com.